Hi, gang. Today is a beautiful day. I mean, all days are, in essence, beautiful, filled with potential, just potential. Each day is a new day. Lots to create, lots to do. I mean, you wake up, you really can't do anything with your life. Wake up, what am I going to do? I can think of a million things to do, to create projects, jobs, go places, see people. I mean, opportunities are really endless, which is nice to think about the fact that, that is possible without all these, silly limitations that we place yeah, upon ourselves. We wake up and things to do, things to things to achieve, routines to follow, things we can do. But and most of it is bullshit. It's just, fake stories that we tell ourselves to stay in the comfort zone or yeah, stay in the comfort zone mostly. But everything is creatable. That's also a question that, scares a lot of people. What to do with that freedom. Yeah, to realize, okay, I am free. And then what to do, I don't know. What am I going to do? I don't know. I find it, hard to think of something, you know, if if I'm free, what would I do with my time? Do this or that, sometimes you don't have a strong feeling really to do the one thing or the other. Maybe that's also because you're doing the wrong things in life. If nothing comes up, then, then it's probably a sign that maybe a sign that you're spending time on on things in your life that may you may not really truly enjoy. Because if you right, had those things, had those passions, had those um, things that excite you, then I think that freedom would be easily used. So maybe it's time to discover more what we would like to do, uh, what makes joy, what brings us joy, and then to fill our days with those activities. However, it's also nice to not know, I guess, to to not know. I mean, I find that sometimes your body is like when you have nothing to do, your body's like aching for you to do something. It's like a restlessness, like a tension, like sitting there silent. There's no things planned, there's no things you have to do, and then your your body's like, okay, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? It's not like at peace. I think that also stems from just being used to being in a constant, state of activity, of working towards something. There's something that we have to achieve. There's something that we have to get after, something that we have to do to realize, success to achieve, more money to earn, happiness to create, people to see, there's something out there in the future that we have to arrive at, that we have to go towards, that we have to get moving towards, and so we're training our system essentially to be in this, action state. Okay, what are we doing? And if we're not doing anything, then it means that we're not, getting there or getting closer. So that kind of feels like a shitty state to always be after something, but to never be there or like arrive. It seems like a incomplete way to do life. Not that there's like anything wrong with chasing after things and creating things and improving things, but it feels to me that stopping or teaching the body to stop, to be here, to be now, to be just more calm, more peaceful is beneficial and natural. And I think also when we stop and look towards the present moment and what we already have here, and perhaps work to be more grateful of what we have, then you'll automatically feel a less of a need to do all those things, because you'll find that a lot of it is already here inside the present moment. And let's be honest, like a lot of the things that we're chasing after that don't really bring true, lasting happiness. Mm, Chasing after, becoming rich or being successful or and being seen, or you know these type of things are sort of learned things that we learn also through growing up, like that these things are important and you should want to like achieve those things, create those things, and if you do, you'll be good, you'll be happy, you'll be successful, and people will look up at you, or you'll feel okay. Yeah, I've done good. I have obtained my value. But these are just, learned things, like stories. And many people, when they arrive at those, places, they realize it's not all that it's led up to be. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with chasing after success or money, or money's great. I love money. And I'm also conditioned, to want to chase after money. But it doesn't create ultimate lasting happiness. I think a lot of us know that and feel that already, but still have our body is, wanting it, wanting to chase after. And when we realize that, you can question, well, and what are these things that I'm chasing after? Why am I doing it? And if you think of it in the same way, then you can also learn to stop, stop moving, stop chasing, stop trying to achieve maybe things that aren't yours, aren't decided by you, and to stop and to slow down. And then, your body starts to um, become accustomed to slowing down more. It starts to feel less restless and more peace. So for example, I have a friend who um, does lots of different fun things with her life, but whenever there's like a moment of silence, she'll feel this feeling to grab her phone or to think of something, to do. There's this restlessness, and as you stop chasing and just don't follow through with those actions, you'll find yourself brought back to the now. And the now feels peaceful. And in the beginning, it's difficult because you'll still feel this restlessness of your body wanting you to do something, your mind telling you to do something, and you're not doing it. You're going against that, So there's some resistance, there's some tension there, but you get beyond it quite easily. And then you know you slow down and look more at just being present and just being here, being with what is already here. So for example, what I mean by that, well, for me, when I started to let go more of chasing those things and focus on what I have currently in the present moment, my focus started to shift more towards being appreciative of all of the things that I have. And I realized also a lot of those things that I was chasing after, I already had, to a large degree. I had enough money to live, to buy food, and to be comfortable for now. I was in a great job that I enjoy. It gives me flexibility, that uh, allows me to work, from home, travel, and work on something that I'm passionate about. My family is great. I'm here surrounded by nature, by uh, nice people. I have, food I can eat to sustain myself. I'm safe here. I have a warm bed to sleep in. I can focus on things that I enjoy doing. Meditation, healing. Learning more about things that I'm passionate about. There's time for that, and so a lot of these things are already here, which is nice to to focus on that and to remember that and to feel that. And the more I focus on that, I feel that, the less my body and mind are asking me, to go to these different places, are becoming restless, right? So it's like they're coming to terms with the fact that, where we are is pretty good, is pretty nice. And I think also that when you're in that state of, a calm or peace, then, the actions that you decide to pursue are more aligned with yourself. They're there's more purpose behind it. And you're not doing something because you feel, there's this urge to satisfy or to achieve, something that you don't have. It's more you already have it, and you're thinking about, oh, what would I like to create, enjoy to create, enjoy to do, as an extension of what is already there, the joy that's already there, instead of trying to fix something that's that's wrong, right? Um, I think that's an important difference in how you move. Right? Are you moving to fix something, to get away from something, or to create something? It's something that I also used to do and still do sometimes, for sure. To get away from something, get away from a feeling, or get away from lack into something, instead of being happy with what I have, and then you know creating more of that. It's more gentle, it's more natural. I think the outcomes are different. Less burnout, less anxiety, and I think you also attract different types of experiences than you would if you would be coming from that other place.